Oh yeah, yoo-hoo, and thanks for tuning in to another awful movie review.
Get to the point, you're spoiling my drink.
This is a movie I've wanted to do for a long time. Edward Kahn, the director that brought us bad B-movies like Zombies of Morito and It the Terror from Beyond Space. Another film that would make up his filmography of disgrace is Voodoo Woman.
Never say that to me again.
Now, with all honesty, Voodoo Woman sets out to do everything it says it's going to do. A horror B-movie featuring voodoo spells, black magic, monsters, and evil spirits, but we also get a lot of shit. But just before we get going, if there's a bad movie you would like me to review, just leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on Voodoo Woman.
Come on, Mom will show you how it's done.
Okay, now, let's get right into the thick of things. Set in the deep jungles of Africa, Dr. Roland Gerard is a mad scientist who's living among the native tribes who practice voodoo.
I like the sound of those drums.
His goal? Use the native practices on an innocent woman to create an indestructible monster that will accomplish his very will.
Not man, not beast, but a combination of the best of each. When I'm finished, we'll take her back to the States with us.
I'd like to know how he's going to get this creature back to the States, like, on a plane? Like, is the Voodoo Woman just going to fly commercial like everyone else? You just can't trust those evil scientists. They're always up to something. You let your guard down 1 minute and they are already trying to take over the world. I hate it when this happens.
It isn't that he's so smart. It's just that you're stupid.
Oh yeah, and the native chief has got boobs. Anyways, after learning about a tribe that uses gold and diamonds to make their artifacts, two greedy treasure hunters, including a femme fatale-like figure called Marilyn, enroll a guide named Ted to take them through the wild jungle and encounter that tribe. Of course, there's a cheesy love scenario. Ted and Marilyn start falling in love with each other very, very quickly in the movie. They do not waste any time.
I can kill. I've done it before.
Well, that was a pretty unpredictable turn of events. Now, to get one thing out of the way, there was something I actually liked about Voodoo Woman, and yes, that's a point to highlight because it doesn't happen often with these movies. I'm a sucker for everything that's exotica.
Temporary insanity.
I really enjoyed the whole tropical aesthetic, the native African and voodoo apparel, the sacrifices,
Yeah, voodoo stuff, huh? What about it?
and this pit, which blows steam out. I don't really know what that was all about, but it's cool. But otherwise, that's about it. There's no sense in making a movie that looks good on the surface if it's shallow on the inside, and that's the case with Voodoo Woman. It starts out cheesy bad, but kinda charming at the same time, but as the runtime progresses, it just spirals down into a pit of mind-numbing garbage.
You're just overexcited. You're imagining things.
Because the writing just sucks, there's not a lot of action, just a lot of boring and frankly badly written dialogue.
But you'd have to be out of your mind if you think you could get your hands on it.
Then I'm out of my mind, because I'm gonna get it.
And a slow lumbering monster which we never really get a clear look at, which is too bad because she's the best thing about this film. The guy who plays the monster is Paul Blaisdell, a special effects artist who worked on tons of other awful movies that I've already covered.
Look what you're making me do.
The guy was involved in the making of films like The Beast with a Million Eyes, The Amazing Colossal Man, It Conquered the World, and many others. Apparently, the Voodoo Woman suit is the same that was used in The She-Creature, but with a blonde wig on top and stripped of its nails and tail. And if you guys look closely, there's this ridiculous fight scene at one point between the two main characters, and the crew couldn't even be bothered to cover up the fact that they're both stunt doubles.
What are you trying to prove?
Overall, Voodoo Woman is a totally disposable American International Pictures movie. There are a million other flicks just like it. It was boring and non-engaging. It deserves to be thrown into that pit and disappear forever. What an awful movie.